want to buy my house! How? What are my choices? Stay real with Joe. Hello everyone, I'm Jolene from ERA and welcome to another series of Stay Real with Joe, where I'll be sharing tips and knowledge about real estate. Singaporeans have two main options when it comes to purchasing a HDB flat. They can go for a new subsidized BTO flat, or they can go for a resale HDB flat from the open market. I believe all of you have this dilemma when it comes to purchasing your first HDB flat. Which should you choose, correct? So today I will share with all of you the differences between a BTO flat and a resale flat. There's no right or wrong answer, it all depends on which suits you best. Factor 1. Eligibility Criteria. Firstly, what is BTO? BTO flat refers to built-to-order flats, which the government launches every few months for Singaporeans to go for. It's actually purchasing directly from the Housing and Development Board. There is also an income ceiling of 14,000 limit on your total monthly household income. There is also a list of required eligibility requirements that you have to fulfill if you want to buy a BTO flat. Whereas for buying a HDB resale flat, there is no income ceiling, and here are the list of required criteria that you have to fulfill if you want to purchase a resale HDB flat. Factor 2. Location of flat. It's quite hard for you to choose the location of a BTO flat because it depends on the launch. And also, you only can choose whether to apply or not, and it depends on your luck if you get it. Whereas for a resale flat, you can choose your own location. Factor 3. Waiting time. Many of you have realized that the waiting time for BTO is much longer than the resale flat. Normally, it takes about 3 to 5 years. However, due to the recent COVID situation, the delay is even longer. So in a way, if you manage to get your BTO flat, you have to wait for a longer period of time before you can get your keys and moving in. Whereas for resale flats, you only need to take about 6 months of your time to actually get the keys and you can start to move in. Factor 4. Grants. For BTO flats, the only grant that first-time buyers can take is actually the Enhanced CPF Housing Grant, which is up to 80k if you are buying with your partner or up to 40k if you are buying as a single. Whereas for resale flats, you are eligible for 3 different types of housing grants. First, Enhanced CPF Housing Grant. Secondly, Family Grant or Single Grant. Third, Proximity Housing Grants. You can enjoy up to 160,000 in housing grant depending on your household income, type of flat, and also lease left on your property. Hence, now if you realize if you purchase a resale HDB flat, you will have more access to HDB grants compared to purchasing a BTO flat. So imagine that you are at the age of 28 years old, you can either buy a HDB resale flat or a BTO flat. At 33, for resale applicants, you can really start to sell your resale flat after serving 5 years MOP period and upgrade to your first private property. For BTO applicants, you can only just move into your first home. At 36, for resale applicants, you have already lived in your first private property for about 3 years and you can already start to sell and upgrade to your second private property. Whereas for BTO applicants, you can only start to sell your HDB resale flat at 38 years old and upgrade to your first private property. For resale applicants, they can get the opportunity to upgrade faster to their first or second private property, whereas for BTO applicants, it will take them a longer period of time to do so. In addition, do take note, your age will affect the loan amount if the age limit exceeds 65 years old or if the loan tenure is more than 30 years. To sum it up, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to purchasing your first HDB flat. It all depends on whether you are okay with the different factors mentioned above, which is the waiting time, location, and grants. I hope that you will find this video informative and helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up for a chat. Do follow my Instagram handle, JoleneCC, and also my YouTube channel, Stay Real with Jo. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm Jolene and see you in the next video. Your household income, your type of flat. Oh my god, you have already lived in your private property for 3 years. In addition, do take note, if your age will affect your loan amount. If it exceeds the age limit